Hey guys, just wanted to share some of these rocks here again. A few different things from a few different places I've been picking up recently. So this piece right here is sandstone from down East Kentucky. You see the faces again. See the hole, and I don't know what this is, but you can't imagine how it was mounted. Probably some kind of weapon. I don't know. Similar to these. If you look, very detailed face here too, but it's been chipped off a little bit. You see the discoloration there. Don't know what that's from. Got a couple theories, but don't know really. But anyway, like I say, faces, turn around, birds, duck, whatever. This is kind of same kind of deal. How this was, what I'm saying these have in common is that hole with the, being able to mount them that way. Here's a piece of coral fossil dolomite. See that hole running that way? Comes out right here. You got a hole there. Faces, birds, same stuff over and over. Another hole. This is like a really abrasive material, and it's crystallized, so it's pretty strong material too. Then we got this right here. It's from the creek right down there. I think all this stuff is weapons, really, but it could be some kind of tools. I don't know. I think really this stuff's so old. It's hard to say what a lot of it is. So you got the face both ways. Pretty detailed face there. But I do think most of this stuff is weapons. Like a lot of people have suggested with this Kentucky stuff. How Kentucky got the name Dark and Bloody Ground is, I might have mentioned that before, but John Filson, an early explorer, gave it that name because that's what he saw when he looked in the creek. Because man, what's all these stone axes? And it's kind of the story went from there. But see, you can see faces everywhere you turn this. These are artifacts, in my opinion, not just rocks. And they just got too much going for them. Don't know what they were used for. Don't know. I mean, the faces is what gives it away, really. But and the materials they used, you see there, another hole. Same stuff over and over. This is a pretty rough piece, but still, yeah, you got the face. Bird, same deal. Couldn't tell you how many pieces I found shaped like this. I don't know what they're for either, but man, I found a bunch of them. Here you got, say, face there on the end. This stuff don't happen by itself. I don't care what you say. It just don't. It's just not how things work. I go out here, I don't see rocks shaped like cars or refrigerators or anything like that. I see birds and animals and human faces. Nothing modern. You don't see a rock that looks like a laptop. And like I say, typological stuff over and over, and just countless oddly shaped rocks. And sometimes a lot of people don't see the faces like this one. I don't know why, but I do. I see it. Hold on a second, I'm busy. And but hey, I'm busy. 1 second. And we got hole in this one. face, 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 everywhere faces. Same stuff, same faces even. I mean, notice there's only like 3 or 4 different faces you're going to see. Whole. Just same stuff over and over. And I don't know if you remember in the one video I talked about these sockets but I found several of these in flint, and I found several in stone too, like this. And it's just same stuff over and over. And this one just really oddly shaped, like I say, faces again. Yeah, this stuff is something, you know, face there. You know, if you can convince yourself that that's my imagination, then you got a pretty big imagination yourself, to be honest. But anyway, just running through them real quick. You know, this piece here is a little different than the other thin ones. This is some of that fossil dolomite stuff. It's got a little bit of iron on there. Talked about that before. Now these are slate, and I don't know if that's anything, but it kind of looked interesting when I picked it up. And then these pieces of slate, they're like really thin and fairly fragile, but I do think that they were used for something. I mean, because you see the same stuff, you know, over and over. And anyway, start wrapping it up. It's you know, some of the things I want to talk about. I want to get into this iron stuff a little more, because I've been finding a lot of stuff that's like iron byproducts, this kind of stuff. I believe that's a man-made material, and I've been finding some really crazy stuff down there. You know, I find a lot of slag glass and stuff like that, and it's kind of hard to argue with when you go down there. But you know, I found this piece the other day, and I don't know, you know, maybe it's not an artifact, but that's glass too, you know. It's got that rust in there. It just seems to me like. But anyway, we'll touch on that another time. Guys, have a good day.